is Big Corleone.
This does the Don, aka all your females, relatives, mother, daughter over 18, cousins over 18, aunts, grandmothers, girlfriends, fiancés, wet dream.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This is my Hurt podcast coming to you live.
extra live.
Yeah,
Like
no doubt
yo,
about that one.
yeah, man. Like everybody else, we needed a vacation.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I mean, I don't get a vacation, but you wanna know why? Because I'm a slave.
So it's good, yo. What's been up?
Same shit, different toilet bowl, man.
All right.
Teabagging these hoes on the regular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's it. Just teabagging
But,
hoes.
but yo,
You
you know what?
stupid.
I'm gonna, like I became a little ruthless now because now, um, hi,
Is that Amanda?
yes, Amanda, can't stay long, but wanted to say hi. Hi,
What's
Amanda.
up, Amanda? We appreciate you stopping by, man. No doubt about it.
You know,
Appreciate you shooting by and saying hello. One of the fans of the show, one of the great fans of the show.
yeah. So like, like I make sure I shave my nuts like 3 days prior, so like it can feel like astroturf. And when I'm teabagging, I start rubbing their forehead, right? Give them the mark of
Stupid.
Buddha.
You're real fucking.
Like,
You're real. Yeah, you're a piece of fucking work, bro.
yeah, we love you too, Amanda.
Much love, Amanda. How are you and your dude doing? Everything good?
Everything straight, or is he straight? Nah, I'm just playing. Just playing. You
You
know
know
how
what
it
it
is,
is?
man.
Is that we're talking and there's a delay between what they get, what they hear, and what they write.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah, so you gotta give it a second or whatever. All right, she
I'm
said
glad. Yeah.
everything's very good.
Hey,
So it happened.
somebody's happy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm happy with? Being single by myself. You want to know why? Because I don't have to hear that constant nagging.
Oh shit, you're funny, bro. You're funny.
I don't have to hear that. Where are you? How come you're late? Like I move at my own time. Like, and I don't have to rush somebody, right? Then have them yell at me because they took 3 hours to put, what I'm saying, makeup, when they get their nails did, their hair did, they're throwing on makeup, they're taking their time, don't know what to dress. And yet I get yelled at because my shoes aren't on. But I'm already dressed. I've been dressed for like the past 5 hours. Women.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yo, what's going on with that video going around with the dude on Instagram Live, bro? Getting shot up. That's fucked up.
Well, not to be disrespectful. The irony is you went on Instagram live.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
Now the problem with these like young dudes, man, you know, hold on. You haven't found the right one. Then yeah, you know what? You're right. Because you know what? Because women, like you know what? I'm just enjoying the time by myself right now. Summertime. I want to be free. I want my loins to spread. You know, come fall
Oh
time, I
shit.
start taking applications, to see, who's, worthy to be my future ex-wife. And come by Black Friday because, I started like making my move in November, right? Because I need a Christmas gift. So I'm trying to get real, real good by Black Friday, right? After Black Friday, you know what I'm saying? Like after everything's established and Christmas comes around, I'll get a gift, receive a gift. I'm
You
good, right?
you're fucked up.
And then, like I'll break up with her, during Valentine's Day, right? I'll make up some bullshit excuse like, yo, you burnt the pot roast. I don't want to be with you no more. 3 days before Valentine's Day, right? Because whatever present she's gonna ask for, I know I can't afford it. And even if I could afford it, I don't think she deserves it. So, that's out the window. Then get back with her in 2 weeks because I want to lay up and cuddle with somebody, watch Netflix during the snowy weather. And once the groundhog pops up and be like, yeah, it's springtime. All right, bitch, you gotta go. Uber. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just joking.
Yeah, she said,
And you should have the time on your own, but you know when you know. Absolutely. But right now, I'm just having fun being by myself. Like I
right.
said, nobody to answer to. Like I don't like answering questions, not even the cops.
Well, who the fuck like talking to the cops?
Yo, I don't like answering questions to nobody. You know what? No, Amanda, I'd rather be miserable and rich. Wonder why? Because those are good problems. You're rich. Those are good problems. Being happy and poor, those are bad problems.
Hold
Name me
on.
name me one person that's poor that's happy. Have you seen Africa? Oh, wait. You know what? No, you know what? Let me scratch that because you know what?
Yeah, scratch
Let,
that.
let me scratch that
Hold on.
because
Let me bring in TG. Hold up.
hold on, let me scratch that. Because like whenever you show videos like kids in Africa, like they're always smiling. Well,
TG was good.
so
Not
you know
much.
what?
Can't
Came
hear
in at
It,
the
you.
right time, apparently.
All right,
What?
good. Yeah, loud now. All
see, like a typical woman, late, typical.
Nah,
I mean,
that's just my MO. I'm late.
yours and most of the women population, but okay,
I can't
you
speak
know,
for everyone.
see, here's the thing, right? Like I was telling Amanda here, right? You know, when it comes to dating, right? Why do you women take like 8 hours just to get your nails done, your hair done, right? To pick out your clothes, then an additional 45 minutes to put makeup on your face. Then you guys yell at us because we have our shoes off or we had our clothes on for the past 4 hours. Talking about we running late and we're late is because of you because you ain't got your shoes on. Like, hold
No.
up. I'm not the one that woke up at 11 o'clock in the morning to go get a hair appointment. Then at 2 in the afternoon, get my nails done. Then come back at 4 o'clock because you wanted to go clothes shopping. And then, like, the clothes that you bought, you don't even want to wear. You're gonna save that for another time, right? Right? That's how we doing
Oh
it, right?
shit.
So then
Yo,
like so then instead of buying that instead of wearing that dress that you bought for the date, you decide to throw jeans on, which I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Jeans, shirt, and high heels, fine, right? Then you take an hour and a half to take a shower. You know, I don't know what goes on there. I mean, you're probably playing the DJ or whatever. I don't know, right? Shaving. Like
It's too funny.
like getting a shape up. Or I don't know. Like YouTube. Hey, it is what it is, right? So so then you come out, towel wrapped around your head, towel. Like two towels. Like that's selfish. You know what I'm saying? You take my towel just to wrap it around your head. Selfish as hell. Anyways, so then like I get what I'm saying I get kicked out the room because I'm comfortable in the bed talking about I gotta change. You're gonna force me in a hot ass living room with the AC barely working,
Oh, night,
right?
Amanda.
Bullshit, right?
good night, Amanda. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, good
Yeah.
night, Amanda. So now, right, I'm waiting in the living room. Meanwhile, you take 2 hours to throw on makeup that's gonna come off at the end of the night,
Um.
right?
Yep.
So I'm waiting in the room or whatever. Then you come out all dressed. They're like, hurry up, we gotta go. We're gonna be late. It's 7:30. We gotta be there at 8. Mind you, mind you, you've been up since 9 o'clock this morning. You had an appointment at 11. You went and got your hair done. Yeah, I know that takes time, right? Then you went and got your nails and your toes done. Yeah, I know that takes a little time too, right? But who the fuck told you to go shopping for a dress, right? That you're not even gonna wear. That killed time. Then you expect me, then you yell at me for having my shoes off and want me to, what I'm saying, turn like freaking Kennedy Boulevard or 1 and 9 to like the Autobahn. Like it makes no sense, yo. Like it really don't.
I don't know. It sounds like you've been with some high maintenance women or something, because I don't do any of that. So there are women who, yes, they take a lot of time.
Speaking of which, we're gonna piss you off today.
Oh, great.
Oh,
I had a girlfriend who literally, when she said, like, I can't come out tonight because I'm doing my hair, like, she wasn't even kidding. It would take her the whole night to straighten her hair. Like, there are people.
Just iron that shit.
I mean, she would blow dry that shit.
What was she straightening? Her pubic hairs too?
And I mean, well, this was a while back too. Like, we were talking late 90s. Like, it would take her forever to get her hair done. Now it's different. Like, her hair's shorter. I'm sure it doesn't take her all night. But it was crazy. But it depends on the person. Like, personally, I'm not a makeup person. I like mascara and lipstick. That's the most you're going to get out of me. And I don't know. I just, like, for me, I'm quick in the shower. A lot of it, though, is bad timing and planning. Like, with women especially, I know for myself, like, I'll change a million times. It's just like a thing. It's like, oh, this isn't comfortable. This isn't going to work.
That shit is fucking annoying, right? Like, you know what? How about if you women the night before try it on? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've done that. Don't get me wrong.
You know what? I've seen women, right? Like, I'm sitting in the bed, I'm already dressed, right? I've seen women come out the shower, right, and their panties and start ripping tags off their jeans and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is too tight. I gained too much weight. I'm like,
listen.
Yeah, or you know what? This is too big. I lost too much weight. I'm like, why would you? First off, you should have had this shit planned from the morning. You know?
Nah, see, look, this is what I think. I think in your case, okay, you're the worst with fucking time, bro. Sometimes I gotta tell you, no. Sometimes I gotta tell you 2 hours ahead of time. I gotta be like, listen, it starts at 6 when that shit really starts at 8.
I've heard rumors.
Because you would not show up at the right time if I told you it started at 6 and I told you to be there at 6. You'd show up at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Bro, first off, you know what? You have me traveling to your house like damn near 30 miles. All right. There is a thing called traffic. You know, I do live in Hudson County, and Hudson County is notorious for traffic. You know, guess what's across the river? New York City. You know, like, yo, you know what? Look at the town I live in, you know, and God bendito. Yo, if it rains, forget about it. You know, I have to go across town just to get out of town, you know, from the flood zones. You got to factor in, you know what I'm saying, 1 and 9.
How about we factor in the fact that you got to be a pretty motherfucker to leave your house, right?
What happened?
You got to be a pretty motherfucker to leave your house. You!
I'm pretty regardless. Like, there's no, you know, regardless of what, I'm pretty anyways, man. Like,
hilarious.
Like, yo, you know what? Everything match, yo. Everything matches.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds a little high maintenance to me.
I ain't high maintenance.
It sounds like you've had to plan your outfit out and everything.
Yo, first off, I make things look good. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what? Give me some pants from Walmart and I'll flip it, make it look like, you know what I'm saying? Versace made these. Nah, baby. Walmart.
Yo, we got there's a comment also from Jamie, who's a good friend, very good friend. Because I agree, you must have been dealing with some high maintenance women.
Exactly. Jamie knows his deal.
All right, so peep it.
All right.
All right, Dubs.
What up?
I want you to read the comment we got on the fan page from a fan of the show.
Oh, and she's right there. Oh, the irony. All right, hold on. Before we do, um, let's talk about like that rapper that got killed on IG Live. Now, I was explaining something, right? I want y'all to hear this, right? You know what? The younger generation, right? Generation,
What are
what
they?
they
I
call
don't know. Z?
Generation Z or something. I don't know, right? They like to, they'll be, you know what I'm saying? They like to, you know what I'm saying, do some extra disrespectful shit. Like these dudes, when like their enemy gets killed, they'll be like, oh, we smoking all that, name, insert name here, pack, right? And they go on IG Live or Facebook Live and like mocking the death and stuff, right?
Right.
So like it's a back and forth thing and whatever. And that's what this generation is known for, right? So there was this rapper, right? That he was on IG Live and he was in a wrong neighborhood. I think he must have disclosed his location, right? Where like, people followed him, they walked up on his car and blew him away, right?
Live,
On
TG,
live.
live.
On live. Like they literally blew him away. And like you hear him gurgling, gasping for air, right?
All this was recorded live, yo.
He was
Oh
like,
my God.
he was like, like whispering help, help. And like his last words was like, I'm in Hawthorne. And then like, like you could just hear like the blood coming out of his mouth, like he's trying to the lungs must have filled his blood must have filled his lungs or something.
Yeah.
He was just gurgling, and that was it. Video cut
Wow.
like you know what? The video was edited short like that, right? Thing is, like, it's not the first video I've seen of someone getting blown away on Facebook Live or IG Live. It's
Are
not.
you serious?
No,
It's not. It's definitely
not.
not.
That's like
Yo,
scary.
the problem is that like these dudes, man, like they go on dropping their location. Like, listen, you know what? If I had enemies, right? Do you actually think in this day and age where people don't even play fair, like where people don't throw hands or nothing, do you
Right.
actually think I'll be going on Facebook Live, dropping, saying disclosing my location,
Right.
and be like, "Hey, come! Oh, you ain't gonna do nothing, knowing damn well the streets don't play fair." No,
Right.
yo, you know what? You know what? Some may say this is pussy, or some may say this is smart. When I had a problem, if I had a problem with people, when I had problems, you never saw me in the, in a
In the
place where my
hood.
enemies,
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the place where my enemies rolled at, and my
Exactly.
enemies never came to where I was at. Like, like what? We ran into each other. We have to deal with it from there. Like that's how it was back then. But back then we didn't have social media. And back then, like we just didn't go to someone's hood looking for some shit, just to go, whatever. Because you know what? You're the away team. If you going somewhere, you're the away team. They got home field advantage. It's kind of like, like how the US went to Vietnam thinking they're going to win, and the Vietnamese whipped the US ass. Like that. The away team. And I'm not, and before we even continue, I'm not dissing no Vietnam vets or nothing, but when you're in someone's home turf, that you gotta adapt to their rules.
Oh, that's fact.
Facts.
That's a fact. That's a fact everywhere. You know what I'm saying? For the smart people.
Bro, I
That's
work
a
in the
fact.
Bronx. I work in the Bronx, yo, and like my spidey sense is heightened everywhere. I heard of I heard of certain blocks not to go on. Ironically, I deliver to those blocks, like Decatur and
Because they're
Marion.
color blocks.
Yeah, those are the colors. You know what I'm saying? Those are red blocks. Um, and every now and then, like I'm delivering us, especially like anything past Tremont, bro. Like anything on Webster, you know, like yo, you know what? Like it is weird, yo, because when I say that you could taste homicide in the air, you actually could, bro. Like it's weird out there, yo.
Yeah, I
Like
get it.
yo, you know what?
So
Like
Pete,
so, my opinion. If any young dudes are listening, man, yeah, I know you're trying to be gangster. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters don't live that long. Stop disclosing your fucking information.
acting gangster ain't cool,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? Stop disclosing your fucking information. You know what I'm saying? Your location and where you're at.
Right.
These dudes ain't playing fair, man. You should know this. You
No
know how
one
many
is.
how many funerals you have to go to, or how many you know what I'm saying, or how many people want to go to your funeral? Put you on the T-shirt. You know,
Right.
Right.
like a mural lighting candles or whatever. You know, talking about damn, he was a good nigga. Excuse my language. Damn, he was a good dude, right? And then your baby mom's gonna be topping your boy off.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yo, but real talk though,
yo, I gotta
it's
read
not.
this.
Hold
I
on,
got
wait, hold on.
go ahead.
Let me finish up what you would finish up on what you were saying. I wanted to say something. It's not it's not cool, you know, acting all bold, brave, and brazen on live or any kind of platform, knowing damn well that's not the game. That's not the game you really want to play. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's not cool to act one way and not expect shit to come back at you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. It's just not smart. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? To act gangster when you don't even know what being a gangster is. These kids nowadays don't know shit.
If you scared, say you scared.
You know what I mean? They don't. It's not cool to be 25, 24, 23 and dead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not cool to be in your teenage years shot up in the hospital because you ran your mouth somewhere you shouldn't have been running it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna drop no names, but I know cats. You know what I'm saying that are in that generation. You know that done did 17, 18 years of their lives. You know what I'm saying in jail because they were acting the way they should have been acting, killing when they shouldn't have been killing. You know what I'm saying? When you sit there and you think when you sit there and you think to yourself that being a gangster makes you official, makes you real, makes the streets pop with your name, bro. The streets don't love you like that, so that's not how it works.
Yo, you're
That's how I feel
expendable.
about it.
You know what I
You know
mean?
what I mean?
Like yo, you know what? You're expendable. Like yeah, like you have a name and they'll be like, yo, you know what? He was a real nigga. That's how the streets are gonna say, right? But then there's gonna be someone that's gonna outshine you anyways. So like you're expendable. Like they're gonna outshine your memory. You know, you're expendable. Like whatever. Anyways,
No, it's not. It's not that it's whatever, bro. But I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm not gonna get into this conversation. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. How do you say?
Incriminate yourself? No.
Incriminate my. I don't want to. Exact. That's exact. That's the exact word I was looking for, TG.
Oh
I
man.
don't want to incriminate myself, so I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it moving to the next topic because Dub's got something he wants to say
Oh,
about someone who left. Someone who left a fan of the show left a comment on the page,
oh yeah,
and he
I
wants to.
like
He
it.
wants to. He wants to talk about it real quick. Not real
okay.
quick. I know this is gonna be a hell of a discussion, but
Let's do
go
this.
ahead.
All right, so it's like, all right, here goes. We're not gonna drop the person's name, shall we? Yeah,
No,
no.
no,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just
throw the comment. Just, what is it?
yeah, throw the comment out. Throw the comment
Hey,
out.
home girl, what's up? I see you. Anyways, all right, here goes. Coming from a female, my opinion. I personally believe women don't belong in any job they can't pass the same test as a man. When shit gets real, things aren't going to be made easier just because the person doing this job is a woman. women have their own sets of strengths that men don't have. But I think the world today likes to act like women aren't as special as they truly are. Everyone is too damn busy trying to be the same as everyone else or trying to not offend someone when the reality is we are all different and special in our own ways. I want to hear you guys talk about this. I agree with her. You want to know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Bronx, right, there's massive road constructions everywhere.
Right.
And women have a job, like they're hired, doing construction as well. Good shit. Holding a stop sign though, that's all you could do. For that, just go back to the kitchen. Anybody can hold the stop sign for 8 hours.
Oh shit. Oh shit. He said don't hold the stop sign, just go back to the kitchen. Oh shit.
Because you know what? Maybe a woman could operate, one of those steamrollers. True. You know what I'm saying? But there is no way she's gonna hold on to a jackhammer.
I'm sorry. Have you seen women and the sizes and different shapes of women and the different types of women that are out there? There are a lot of women who can do a man's job, depending the job. You can't generalize.
Also depending on the PED they're taking.
The what?
The performance enhancement drugs.
Oh, shit. Like, what are you thinking? In your mind, what are you thinking? Like, a woman is trying to go out for what? Like a firefighter job or something, and she's like 80 pounds soaking wet. Like, that's not going to work, obviously. Like, everyone, there are tests for a reason to be able to be like on a police force or fire bid or whatever. You have to be able to do the job to get the job. No one is lowering standards for anybody. There are just people that are capable and those that are not. That's it. And there should be room, because it should be equal. We are all different in every single way. Nobody is the same. Yeah, but no one, Jamie, I get what you're saying, but I don't see anybody lowering tests. There are no lowered tests. The standard is going to be the same. Obviously, like, there are certain things women physically may not be able to do, but also depends the woman. The woman probably could work out. Troy, I've seen women that can't. They scare me.
Can't. You know what I'm saying? There is, you know what? Don't try to sugarcoat and be like, maybe. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying?
You can.
Example. You know what? Women can give birth. You know what I'm saying? I could pass a kidney stone and I'll be crying like a bitch. See?
You can have a cold and you can have a cold and you be crying like a bitch, because that's what men are like. They're babies when they're sick. You could never in a million years take the pain that a woman takes. And that's a scientific fact. You guys don't have it in you.
You're out of your mind. I think you're out of your mind, TJ.
Look it up. Look it up.
Yo, you know what? I mean, the fact that they could pass a watermelon through their vagina and call it a baby, right?
Pretty much
says a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yo, you know what? It's, you know what I'm saying? Watching childbirth is the most disgusting, beautiful thing I've ever seen.
It's funny because I've heard moms say that too. So yeah.
You know, like, yo, it's the most grossest, beautiful thing I've ever seen. Right? Like, yo, you know what? Like, during labor, they go through it. You know, like, hands down. You know what I'm saying?
You. Yes.
Now, you know what? I could agree with you on that. And this is the reason why you women need to stay home. You know what I'm saying? Get an office job or something. You know? Like, you know what? While you're at it, cut the WNBA because nobody watches it.
That's funny that you say that, because I took a snapshot of a picture of
a kidney stone.
No, it wasn't a fucking kidney stone.
Because
kidney stone.
Nah, it wasn't a
Bro,
kidney stone. I'll tell you right now. Hold
yo,
on, let me pull it up.
them kidney stones
All right, peep game.
be
All right,
serious, yo.
so there's a comparison between a dude and a woman in the WNBA and an NBA, right?
LeBron James and
So
them Sue
LeBron
and
James and Sue Bird.
yeah,
Okay.
She
them
played
is
17 seasons and he's played 17 seasons. He's won 4 NBA championships. She's won 4 WNBA championships. His 2020 salary is 37.44 million. Her 2020 salary was 215,000.
My God.
Listen.
That's like a
Listen.
teabag. Okay, that's what a teabag
listen.
is right there.
Her bonus. Listen to me. Her bonus for
Oh,
winning the finals in 2020 was $11,356.
oh my
LeBron
God.
James winning the NBA finals when he won it last, $370,000.
That's such bullshit.
yeah, but you know what though? Like, who watches one WNBA anyways?
But it's because
Young girls, man, young girls who
yeah, why
aspire to
not
be that.
inspire that? Exactly. If we put more into it, people would watch it. But the NBA is a business.
Excuse me, hold on. I'm gonna answer Jamie's comment. You know what? LeBron is a good player. I ain't gonna lie. I can't shit on the dude, but he's too damn big to be flopping, man. Like, yo, you're the size of a linebacker, and like you barely get touched, and you're doing cartwheels and looking like one of them characters got hit in anime. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
rolling on the ground or whatever. Like yo, like it's bad, man. Like, what happened?
He's dramatic. Like he's just it's drama. But for who, I don't know, because it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, not so often. But you know what? He's always getting fouls though. Like he's like you know what?
He would never have survived in Jordan's era, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. People out there,
different.
Yo, look, you know what? I mean, let's talk about the players in Jordan's era. All right, let's talk about the players now. The players in Jordan's era, they weren't into the gym. They were just like slender and athletic. These players now, some of them are the size that some of them could be NFL tight ends.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge.
You know what I'm saying? And they're muscular. Yo, look at Giannis. Like whatever his name is, Atenkalempo, whatever. Right? Giannis, Milwaukee Bucks. My man was like this thin when he first came to the league. Now, like he's jacked up. Like so to say that, like it's a different era. No, you know what? They softened the league because these players got stronger. Same thing with the NFL. Look at Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's like 285 pounds of pure muscle. Pure muscle. Like back then, like you had players that that played the D line that was just like naturally strong. They barely weightlifted. The game got quicker. These players got quicker. Humans got quicker.
Right.
They had to like add rules because like they had to like soften the leagues up.
Makes sense.
I don't know, but these motherfuckers still cry like bitches.
Yeah, for real though.
I don't know. They're making millions and millions of dollars. They shouldn't be crying at all.
To cry. I know exactly. They should not be fucking crying.
Like it just is a lot about our country or our society that values professional sports players more than service members like teachers, police officers, nurses, all the people that actually do all the hard work. They do all the hard work and they get paid shit.
Speaking of teachers, the only fly teacher I ever had was my Spanish teacher up here in St. Joe's. All my teachers look like, like they have one foot in the grave.
I remember you telling us this.
Like my gym teacher, she looked like Sylvester Stallone.
Most of them did.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that was a requirement in the 90s. They were like...
In the 80s and 90s and stuff.
Yeah, it was like, do you kind of look mannish? You got the job.
But you know what, though? Like, I wish I was a student, like, you know what I'm saying, now. Well, all my teachers, like,
Their
All my
medical
teachers
care is shit. JV, it's all shit. They don't even pay them a lot of money, even when they're out there, like risking their lives. It's really ridiculous. Like, let's not even get into that. But yeah.
Yo, you know what? Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying? You know what? If I went to school now with all these fly looking teachers, oh, I'm bagging one.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? With all these fly looking teachers, yo. Oh yeah. You know, I'll tell a teacher, hey, Miss Hanson, I'll suck the fart out your ass, Miss Hanson.
God. It's really ridiculous. Like, because
you gotta admit. I mean,
I think
there are
with teachers forever though.
Yeah, I know that, but you gotta understand something. Some of these, hold on, my camera's all acting stupid. You gotta admit, man.
The camera's acting stupid because the person who's controlling it is stupid as well.
Oh, come on.
Oh wow.
Oh
wow.
Come on.
I think we're gonna flag boot your ass right now. Hold on a minute. Let's get all right. Goodbye. Just kidding. Nah, but real talk though. Like Jamie said, her dude is a Marine, so she knows what she's talking about.
Marines.
Rough. It's not. I don't know. It's just weird how we value things in this country. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm Cuban, and that whole thing in Cuba is like killing me. So it's weird time.
You know what, yo? I got a lot of people that live. You know, I used to live in Florida, so like there's a lot of Cubans down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Cubans are like Italians up here. You know, like they're everywhere, right?
Well,
so
in
like
Hudson County, they're everywhere too.
Yeah, but not as much as they are down in Miami.
Yeah, that's like the homeland.
Yeah, that's like home away from home.
Right.
You know, so
about what?
So like
90 miles away.
Exactly.
Yo, from Key West it is. From Key West it is. Like yeah. Yo, you know what? I remember I went down to Key West, right? I was high as shit, and I'm here. You know, I'm here telling my boy, I'm like, yo, what's that big ass light over there, yo? Like it was like a dome of light. He was like, that's Cuba. I was like, yo, you're gonna hate me for this, TG. When I said this, right? I remember what I said. I'm like, yo, no wonder they be coming here on the banana boats, yo.
Fucking tires, banana boats. They come in like whatever they can that doesn't sink, pretty much.
Wet foot, dry foot. The minute you get their foot on land, by this America.
Yo, you know what's crazy too is that from the furthest tip of Alaska, you can see Russia.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Russia ain't nothing more than like 120 miles away.
Yeah.
That's besides, right. All that tundra
besides, like,
stuff.
Alaska at one time used to be Russia territory.
That's great.
Yeah, see, I paid attention in school.
Well, that's good to some things, you know.
Yo, besides getting kicked out of class, I paid attention to what I wanted to.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so like see, like a lot of people was like, how come we can't go down there, this, that, and the third? I'm like, yo, you know what? If the United States going down there, it's considered an invasion.
Right.
Yep.
It's a dictatorship. It's not like they could just pull up and be like, hey.
You can't just like stroll in, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? Use this democracy. No, you know what I mean? Like, it, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain rules of engagement. Like, you can't just like stroll into another country unless they ask for help.
I'll be honest though. They're lucky Fidel Castro is gone, because if he was still alive, this shit would have escalated way too quick.
Probably, yeah.
Yo, I remember Fidel Castro. Yo, hold up. I remember Fidel Castro fell down them stairs. Bro, I was rolling, yo. I was like, yo, you know what? I saw the video. I'm like, oh, would you look at that? The fall of communism. Just fell and whatever. I said, look at that shit,
man.
But see, you know what? Before we continue, right? I want to say, I don't affiliate with no political parties. You know, just in case people are wondering.
Correct.
Like,
independent.
Republican, not even, you know what I'm saying? Because independents, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're idiots too.
Oh, come on.
I say, I mean, I say that, we should just have an anarchist government. Look at the tattoo, baby. Look at the tattoo, yo.
No.
Look at the tattoo.
Wait. Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Anarchy, baby. Like,
you get down with the libertarians, probably.
Who?
Libertarians. They like they have like militias and shit, and they don't want the government involved as much.
You know what? They're idiots too.
Everyone has their views on how things should be, but does that mean everyone's right? No. But at the same time, like, we're fortunate at the end of the day.
You know what? Have you ever wondered? All right, check this out, right? You want to hear some irony? Check this out. So, how this country was founded, you know what I'm saying? Besides, you know what I'm saying, genocide of Native Americans and all that extra shit, besides, you know what I'm saying, slavery and, and white supremacy and all that stuff, right? Like, I always say this, right? America's favorite national pastime, some say is baseball. I say, So, anywho, right?
Wait, what did you say? Why did I?
America's favorite national pastime. Some say it's baseball. I say it's white supremacy. We could probably agree it's both. Right. Like, that's some past shit. So, anyways, ain't it ironic that this country was founded on a tax revolt, right? Check irony. And yet, you know what I mean? Because they didn't want to pay taxes, whatever. But yet, we get taxed out the ass.
Right.
My gross pay does not match what my pay is after taxes. My gross pay says $1,300. After taxes, it says $650.
Historical facts. First, the real reason they first came here was religious reasons.
All right, wait a minute. Before you continue.
Yeah.
I got a historical fact for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, this is serious though. All right.
It's not like a fun fact. Great.
All right. So listen. In 1882, I might have said this before, but in 1882, a London prostitute created those long eyelashes.
Yes.
That women wear now, right? So they were actually made to prevent semen from getting into the working girl's eyes.
Correct.
Umbrellas.
Umbrellas, yeah, right? That was the name?
And the name is Umbrella. And if you don't believe me, type in Umbrella history.
But it really was called Umbrella? I thought
it was called the Umbrella. No, I didn't make that shit up. It was called the Umbrella.
Oh shit! I thought you made that
up. Those long ass eyelashes that women put on their faces, on their eyes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
They were made to keep the semen out of the working girl's eyes.
Original intent.
Yes.
That's funny.
The original intent of those long eyelashes.
This is like
so from now on, whenever you see a woman with long eyelashes, you're gonna look at her and say, "Umbrella."
Those are umbrellas you're wearing now.
Yes.
And if you're a guy, you're gonna get smacked. So don't say that to a woman, please. Yes. That's good trivia. That's a good trivia one.
Yeah.
But yo, you know what? I mean, like the whole irony of how this country's exception was about taxes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Boston Tea Party, right? That whole thing.
Teabag party.
Yeah, the teabag party.
Go ahead.
And then like,
yo, you know what? I'm gonna start a new political
tax
group called the Teabag Party.
I don't know. What do they represent though?
Yo, we're gonna teabag America.
I need to know what that means in real words.
Okay. You know what? Unzip the pants, let your balls hang, and teabag.
That's going to be the new way to do things? for
Absolutely.
everybody. All right, cool.
Why not, yo? Like, why not? But nah,
Oh
Right.
I
man,
mean, I mean, like, yo, look. You know what? I mean, that's like the whole ironic thing. You know, like
Right.
when you come think of it, you know, the night the British was coming, they weren't the only people that was coming.
Oh man.
But Paul Revere was like, the British were coming. And yo, about back then, he was like, Paul Revere was like, the British were coming. I'm like, yeah, so am I.
Like, damn, we gotta get ready.
Yeah, for real.
This country has
Yo,
its problems, bro.
oh, big time, big time.
did you
But
did you guys see Fast 9 yet?
why would I ever watch that?
Dub, did you watch it?
At this point, they're gonna have to like fight Justice League or the Avengers. I mean, you know, it's getting ridiculous now.
Yeah.
Isn't the
Well,
premise like what John Cena is his brother or something? Is that the
yeah,
plot?
yeah.
I mean, come on, guys. I don't know.
Yo,
It's
you
a
know
soap
what? Like
opera.
it's getting to the point where it's like, you know, you're getting a little too ridiculous with the storyline. Like I don't even know if I want to watch it or not. Yo, like I'm not, like in the mood.
Even 3 of them is too much. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what?
I'll be
They should
right.
have stopped.
Hold on,
Yo,
guys.
you know
Yo,
what?
keep going. I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay.
Yo, you know what? You know what? Yo, give me a chair, wine, nigga. Yo, you know what? They should have stopped that. I think Fast 6. Yo, like they should have just stopped like after Paul Walker passed away.
But I mean, they continue to make money, right? So I guess they're giving the people what they want.
Yeah, it's supply and demand. But like, yo, you know what, man? I mean, you know what's next? You know what I'm saying? You could Fast 10, fighting the Predator. Like, yo, you're gonna run out of ideas. You know what I'm saying? Fast 11. You know, like you're fighting the Terminator. You save the world from, you know what I'm saying, Judgment Day.
I guess.
It's just getting ridiculous, yo. Like, you know, like how'd you go from racing cars to saving the world? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Oh man. I seriously, I haven't watched many of them, so I have no idea.
after Paul Walker died, yo, they should have just like stopped.
I know, that was sad.
You know, but you know, like, and yo, you know what? Not that many people's deaths, you know what I'm saying, bothered me because I'm like, such is life. Kobe, when he died, that bothered me. Like that
Yeah.
really made me sad.
Yeah, for real.
What's it called? Paul Walker was another one. You know, like I'm like, damn, you know, like
Heath Ledger too. For me, I feel like he actually like showed what a great actor he was, and then he wound up like killing himself, and that was like, damn.
nah, you know what? With Heath Ledger, right? Like Heath Ledger was like good, right? He was always a good actor, but he is my favorite Joker ever.
Oh yeah, me too.
Better than Jack Nicholson. You want to know why? Because his Joker character made me understand why I root for the villains. You know, like
What?
You know what? Whoever wrote that script for him and the way he delivered it was like flawless. You know, especially that part when he was in the hospital, was like, "Yo, introduce a little anarchy." Oh, I love that speech. I really do. I love that speech. Who else?
It's good. Actually, I like those Batman movies more. I think
with the Dark Knight, right?
Yeah,
because yo, you know what? It was actually dark. Like,
yes, I think that because
like,
the
you know
other
what?
ones was what's this guy's name?
It was too like cartoonish. You know, like
yeah, because one of them was the dude that did Nightmare Before Christmas. What the hell is his name?
Tim Burton.
Yeah, right. There was Tim Burton version of which is it's very kind of like whimsical. Like even when with Jack Nicholson's Joker, it was
Jack Nicholson's Joker wasn't that bad, but like
he's good, but it wasn't dark.
It stuck to the script of excuse me. it stuck to the script of like the comic book. See, Heath Ledger's Joker was like Heath Ledger's Joker was so anarchic. Yeah, and well, what's that word? He was like an anarchist. No, he was an anarchist.
Yeah.
You know, like you know what? Like he was like the ultimate anarchist. You know, like, and whoever wrote his script, you know, like he must have really, you know what I'm saying, dived into that character.
Well, he did. They said that after the movie, like he went into a deep depression because he was a method actor. So method actors like literally go into the character and they don't leave the character, which can be dangerous. It's like you become a different person and you play that person continually. And they said like because of that movie, like from then on it went down. And obviously we know the ending to that. So
and who else? You know what I'm saying? Who else made me understand why I love villains? Oh, Thanos.
Oh, Thanos, man.
You know what? Villain. Yo, you know what? It's between the Joker and Thanos. Those are my favorite villains. And the and Al Pacino and Devil's Advocate. Bro.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yo, that speech he gave off towards the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that speech, yo, like you know what? That made me think a lot. I'm like, yo, you know what? Religious wise, right? Religious wise, whoever wrote this, you know, like now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, whoever wrote this script was 100% on the nail. Especially that point when he was like, you know, who could ever deny that the 20th century was a mind? Like, it made me think. I'm like, all right, World War One, right? I'm like, World War One, World War Two, right? World War One ended in 1919, Depression 1929, World War Two 1939 to 1945, had like a little, you know, 8-year break probably. Well, United States did. Then Korean War to 1950, 1953. Then, you know, racism and all that stuff. All these cities burning, Vietnam. You know, then these little, you know, you know what? He's absolutely right. You know, like,
it doesn't stop.
You know, natural disasters, famine, disease, you know, pestilence. I'm like, yo, this nigga's right. You know, like this dude is actually right. So, I mean, like, that's one of my favorite characters. What, yo, how we talking about villains?
Who cares?
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, for real. Training Day. Denzel Washington.
Favorite.
Training Day. Denzel Washington.
Training Day. Yeah, that's good.
Yo, you know what?
That was really good. That was probably one of my favorite roles that he played.
You know what? From a psychological and, you know what I'm saying, standpoint, my man was narcissistic. Very.
Oh yeah. Oh,
you know, like he was like, he was a sociopathic, narcissistic person
with power.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
He made me want to become a cop, but like I was going to court at the time. I passed, you know what? You know what? You know what? I passed the cop test, right? But I was going to trial at the time. You know, so like they kind of like had to void my, you know, like, yo, they really had to void my cop score. You know, and I passed with like a 93. The Lee exam.
Wow. That's crazy.
You know what? I was like, yo, you know what? Like after watching the movie, I'm like, you know what? I think I might want to become a cop.
I want to do this.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah, you know, like, you think you could do this to me? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here.
Yep.
Yo, my favorite part was when he's surrounded by the gangbangers. He's like, you disloyal bitch made fools. He's like, shoe program, nigga. 23 hours locked down. Denzel, he killed, like, you know what? He's a good actor, right? But that role right there, you know, like yeah, he won an Oscar for being a villain, but I really think that, you know what I'm saying, he should have won an Oscar for either Man on Fire or John Q.
I don't think I've seen either of those. I'm gonna have to check them out.
And you know what? And the Equalizer, the first one, they should, you know what? They should have just left the first Equalizer alone. There should have never been a sequel, ever. I mean, you know, like you know what? Denzel Washington, he's a good actor. You know, like every movie that he's in, like I can't name a movie that he was in that I did not like. You know, like he carried the movie.
Yeah.
You know, so
I wanted to tell you that one of the other villains I think is really good is from the first season of Jessica Jones, Kilgrave. Did you see that?
I don't think so.
Oh. So basically this guy, he can make you do whatever he wants. So if he says like
I shall teabag you.
No, if he said like stab yourself until you bleed to death or whatever, you can't help it. You stab yourself until you bleed to death. Like he would come in and do like the most fucked up shit. Big C, did you see Jessica Jones the first season?
That's the Marvel show, right?
Yes. Kilgrave. Kilgrave is the villain, and I was just telling because we're talking about our favorite villains, and that's one of mine because that was such a dark, like that was the first season and one of the darkest Marvel things I had seen at that point because that's when Netflix had it, and that shit was crazy. Like he was a sick fuck. Because he literally mind fucks people.
Favorite villain? Let's see.
Like we were talking about Heath Ledger's Joker.
Okay.
Thanos. Then like, you know, we got more humanistic talking about Training Day, Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah, Denzel Washington and Training Day.
See, yo, is Scarface considered a villain because like
he's an anti-hero?
Yeah, I guess you could call him the anti-hero. Oh, Al Pacino, we said in Devil's Advocate.
Ah, good film.
Yeah.
Venom.
Mm-hmm, that's another anti-hero.
Yeah, Venom is an anti-hero. The Predator. He's an anti-hero because you know what? He swings both ways. I mean, you're talking about bisexuals. Who else? Yo, like, all right. Speaking of the Predator, right? Check this out, right? So, Matt, yo, you know what? I think we should redo the Aliens versus Predator, right? But instead, you know what I'm saying? We get illegal immigrants to go up against a Catholic priest. Aliens versus Predator. Think about that, yo.
This fucking guy.
He took it to the literal place. I can't.
Oh man,
you're too much.
All right, yo, you know what? I have a question for you. I have a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up?
I need a yes or no answer.
Okay.
What's up?
Do women belong in the kitchen?
Yes.
No.
All right.
Actually, some women do not belong in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's.
Let's be real about it. There are some that do not belong in the kitchen.
There are men who do the cooking because the woman can't cook for shit.
Yeah, because all they know how to do is pop perks and whatever, and mollies and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And sniff the lines off each other's booties.
Damn,
you know, like
what women do you know? Anyway, move on.
Do Catholic priests make good babysitters?
No.
Oh shit!
That was a quick reaction. I'm like, that's like the worst scenario ever. Like, no, thank you.
Yo, you know what I was always thinking about, right? Opening up my own free clinic, right? And Alicia's Keys, "This Girl's on Fire" will be the theme song. So every time a woman walks in, the song will play, "This girl is on fire." And every time a dude will walk in, I'll just play the Usher, "Let it burn, let it burn."
Everyone's coming in with like fucking STIs. Chlamydia over this way.
It was a chlamydia, then we played a Busta Rhymes song. Just make a clap.
Each one has its own song.
Just make a clap. Yeah, every STD has its theme song, yo. Like,
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least you're dancing while you're burning. I mean,
until they realize why you're playing the song.
Damn,
then like, you know, like when it's time for an abortion, right? When they come out, you play that reggae song, "Murderer."
Oh no!
Yo, Coolio, remember that reggae song, "Murderer"?
Yeah.
Yo, they played
"Murderer." That. She's an original gangster.
Yo, that's what it is. Yo,
horrible.
See, and this is the reason why we're not allowed to have good things, because of people like me. You know,
you ruin it for everyone. Any other questions? Yes or no questions that you have for us?
All right. This is a serious one. If a guy is dating a girl and they hook up the first night, but they don't go all the way, right? You know, whatever the case may be.
What, like second base?
If the guy finds out that the girl happens to, you know what I'm saying, happens to be a dude, should he end up slapping the shit out of her?
No, because, I think
because you know what? It should be disclosed beforehand, right?
Yeah, I think it's something that should be
talked
about.
Good.
It doesn't always happen that way.
You know what? I agree. I totally agree that before anything of a physical nature, no, the hell with that. Before. If
you're going to engage a relationship, period, because the person has to be okay with that. I've seen way too many SVU episodes to know it never goes down well.
I mean, well, he does, but.
No, you horrible person. No, that's not what I'm saying.
You know, like, but like, yo, you know what? I mean, I really feel like, you know, that's just that should be disclosed before.
Yes, I feel like you should be with someone who is open enough to accept that. And there are people out there that do. So I think that
accept what?
What?
You said accept what?
That they're transgender. There are people who don't care.
Right.
Especially if the person is trying to completely convert. So it depends. But it happens. There are people.
Have you ever seen that couples therapy where they had Joe Budden and what's that transgender name that, you know, was there with her boyfriend and stuff, right? And she was talking, right? And I guess Joe Budden was trying to kick game to her, right? But didn't know. So like they're all in a circle, right? And like the minute homegirl was like, yeah, you know, like when you're in the 20s and you're transitioning, the camera focused on Joe Budden's face, right? And he was like this. Then she was like, he was like, yo, Joe Budden's a character, man. Like, yo,
in his head, he was like, bam, bam.
No, in his head was like, his head was like, no, you know, like, no.
Those shows are ridiculous, bro.
They are. They're so stupid.
Yeah, most reality shows are scripted anyways, so like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think so much scripted. They definitely love drama, so
they push you. They push you in a certain direction. Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what? Like you know what? Like for instance, let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, them than talentless mutts. You know, the Kardashians, right?
Mm-hmm.
These bitches have no talent, you know, whatsoever. You know, they all got famous because Kim's legs look like a field goal post with Ray J up in the air. That's how she got. That's how, you know.
Listen, they're smart.
Right.
They made a monopoly out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Of their team solely, and
They
like
made a no. Rephrase that. They made a monopoly out of nothing. Off of Ray J, nothing.
nothing, right? I mean, her
You
dad
know,
was famous before because he was
Yeah.
a lawyer, but even
OJ.
before OJ, but he was a well-known lawyer. But then, you know, Kris Jenner
Yeah,
did
we all
her
know. We all
thing.
know. We all know. We all know. Chloe's OJ's daughter.
Yo, yo,
Oh
Another
shit!
thing too. Another thing too. Like what bugged me out a little bit was like, all right, their brother, right? He ends up like impregnating a hoe. You know, like we're gonna call it for what she is, right? My dude, like if you know what I'm saying, you grew up around hoes. Your mother's a hoe, your sisters are hoes. You know what I'm saying? You should know the game. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
he's gonna
Like,
look for a hoe.
yo, you know what? Just because your mother's one doesn't mean you have to go wife one. You know what I mean? Like,
Word.
yo, let me stop talking shit.
I mean, they're very unconventional. Let's just put it that way. And it's sad because there's so many people, well, probably girls or young women
Yeah,
who like
young
look
girls that
up
look
to
up to them
them
and shit.
and want to be like them. And it's like, why are we valuing so much of the way someone looks as being a means to make money? Like, that's ridiculous. And we all know why she got where she got. That's never gonna, you know what I'm saying, like that's never not gonna come up, the RJ video, like no matter how much time goes by, I feel people still bring it up.
Yeah, and
So
it's gonna be brought up the rest of her fucking life.
and that she was with Kanye, so that's like a whole other thing. So it's like she's a mess, they're a mess. Like I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians just to feel better about myself. I had a lot of low self-esteem back then, and like I would watch the show just to feel good about myself because Kim is so stupid. She really is. Like she would just say such dumb shit and her reaction to things, and I would just be like, these people can't be real, but they are,
Yo,
No,
and they have
the realest
babies.
motherfucker. Let me tell you something. The realest motherfucker on that show, no lie, was the oldest sister's husband, the drunk.
Oh, yeah, he's still in the picture. He had the one that had the kids with Courtney. What the hell's
Yeah,
his
whatever
name?
his name is.
He's like a
He
realtor
was
or
he was
whatever.
a real one. He was a real, when he's drunk.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that
he's a
guy was
real
a
one.
hot mess. That's when I
Yeah.
would watch actually when he was like a hot mess.
have you noticed that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, these are all rich people, right? Like all the boyfriends and stuff, like you know, like what's his name, Scott this whatever it is.
Yeah,
That's his
that's his
name,
name,
Scott.
Scott Disney.
You know, Scott this dick, right? You know,
Yes.
like this dick. This dick. This dick. No, this is like, yo, like he's a drunk. Lamar Odom became a crackhead, right? Tristan Thomas don't want nothing to do with Chloe,
Kanye
right?
lost his fucking mind.
Kanye lost his mind, you know, like yo, you know what? And the granddaddy of all, you know what I'm saying, Bruce Jenner, you know what I'm saying, decided that he wanted to be a bitch.
Damn.
You
Listen,
notice that, yo?
he
Like yo, every male that's been there, you know what I'm saying, associated with them has
has
left,
left
you know what I'm saying?
in rare form. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
They ruin men's lives. That's what you're saying.
What was that?
They're ruining men's lives. That's
Yo,
the consensus.
you know, like it's weird, yo.
Their life
Yo, you know
ruined.
what? You know, and what's it called? And you women should be ashamed of yourselves,
Oh, here we go.
all of
Why?
you.
Why?
When You let a man win a beauty pageant.
Are you
Miss
kidding
Nevada.
me? Have
Miss
you
Nevada.
seen like some of
Who
these
you talking about?
transgender people are
yo,
gorgeous. They look
yo,
better than some women. It's insane.
and that's
It's beautiful.
embarrassing.
No, it
That's
isn't.
embarrassing,
If
yo. That
anything,
is
it
embarrassing,
tells
yo.
you that
I'm gonna
maybe
let
Yo,
y'all.
you know
I'm gonna
what?
let y'all
why.
touch on that
You,
subject. I ain't touching that shit.
you know what? I mean, yo, trust me. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't want to touch it
You
anyway.
may
Pause.
take it that
You
way
know,
for
like,
your own insecurities, but
no, it ain't even about being insecure, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that, you know what I'm saying, how you natural born woman that can actually give
Round
birth.
one,
You know what I'm
fight.
saying? How you natural born woman that can actually give birth will give, you know what I'm saying, give birth. You know what I'm saying? Bleed 7 days a week and not die. Because you know what? I seen the blood. Trust me, it looks like a murder scene, right? Y'all bleed 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go through it because y'all ate the apple, but that's a different story. How y'all let a dude beat y'all at a beauty pageant, man? Like,
it's not a
I don't get
dude.
that.
You got to get over that. Until you do, you
Um,
won't understand.
you know what? If you're born with a dick and balls, you're a dude. You know what I mean? Like, sex is male. Period. You know,
What if you don't have that anymore?
no amount of drugs to kill the testosterone will ever kill the fact that your name used to be Brian something before it became Bambi.
No, that's the past though. And if that's what you were
He
born,
said
that's where you were
Bambi.
born. And now if you identify as something else, then respectfully, we should respect that.
Okay, would you expect the fact that I identify as a white CEO named Bill Smith?
No, because that's has nothing to do with gender. That just has to do with stupidity that you're just throwing out to
Can
gaslight
can
in this
can
situation.
no, it's not gaslighting. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Can I identify as a Caucasian male?
No, that's not a gender. That's
No,
race.
but can you know what I'm saying? But can I
You
identify
can't.
because you know
They're
what
different things.
you know
It's
what
different concepts.
you know what because you know what since we're so open about you know what I'm saying people identifies and everything I want to
No,
identify as something too.
no, because it
You
doesn't
know
work like that.
I don't want to you know
You
what I'm saying
identify
like
as a
like
cis male. That's what you identify as. You're a male. You're a heterosexual male who actually may be sort of homophobic, but we're not going to
I
get
ain't
into that.
homophobic. I ain't
I'm
homophobic.
just
You know what I'm saying?
saying
I ain't
you
homophobic.
are a
I'm just
man.
saying.
I'm a woman
and
and
yo,
I
you know
chose
what?
to keep it.
And Miss Nevada that came out his mom's pussy was born with a dick. That's a male.
He was a male.
He was. You know what I'm
Was.
saying? And
But
and
they
you know
don't
what?
identify
And
as that anymore,
and
so let it be.
and you know what? My name used to be
Did he
Bill Smith.
completely?
You know
Did
what
he
I'm saying?
completely
Here's the
transition
real
though?
question. Here's the real
Did he
question.
completely transition though? I don't know. Was it?
I don't know.
Did
Even if
Miss Nevada
even if
completely
that is,
transition?
I'm assuming yes. I bet you that
What you
there
doing?
is a, what is it, Miss Nevada? You said
Yeah,
that's who
Mr.
it was.
Nevada. Mr.
Yeah,
Nevada. I
Miss
mean, yeah,
Nevada, Miss Nevada, whatever.
yeah.
Miss USA.
Miss, was she completely
Oh
transitioned?
no,
I mean,
she didn't win or any. She didn't win. She's the first openly transgender contestant. Or did she win? I'm so confused. I hate articles.
First transgender Miss Nevada USA.
Do you see her? Holy shit.
Him. Yeah, I'm looking at him.
See, like when I see people who are transgender and they look like that, to me that says that yeah, they were meant to be a woman. Like, there's just no fucking way. Do you see what she looks like?
Yeah, I'm seeing what he looks like.
She is gorgeous. You would
I'm
never in
seeing
a million years know that she was once a man. And how does it affect you in any way? Does it
it
really
doesn't
affect
affect
your life in any
it
way?
doesn't affect me. It should be affecting you women, yo. That the fact that
It
you know
doesn't
what
affect me. I've been known
the
that
fact the
Have you
fact
been to
that
the
yo
Philippines?
the fact that you know what I'm saying this you know what I'm saying
Bangkok.
Miss Nevada cannot give birth, right? The fact that that can happen, like
Shit, I wish I could be like her.
you let it you letting y'all women are letting you know what I'm saying someone that doesn't have ovaries and doesn't know what it's like to experience menstrual cramps,
But
right?
guess what? She knows what
Natural
it's like to get
natural
dressed
women
up.
natural women shit. Not just,
So
you know what I'm
what?
saying? Natural women shit, right? You letting somebody that doesn't experience that, you know what I'm saying? The only cramps this dude probably gets, you know what I'm saying, is if he's lactose intolerant, you know what I'm saying? That's as close as he gets to menstrual cramps. You letting someone like that beat you on a beauty pageant? Man, y'all better go check your DNA or something, like, that's
DNA has
embarrassing.
nothing to do with this. That's silly. You're being silly.
Like, yo, you know what? The day I let a transgender beat me in something will be the day.
I mean, if
You know,
they do, then they do. Like, why
yo,
does that upset you? It's just the person.
no, yo, you know what? No.
Like, I think it's weird that it matters to people so much if a person has a dick or pussy in between their legs. Like, it's none of your fucking business unless you're trying to be with that person. Why does it affect anyone else? What people choose
because
to
you
do
know
in their
what?
lives and what makes them happy.
You know
Are you
what?
mad at
Let me tell
people
you
who are
something, man.
pansexual as well?
They could do,
Are
you know
you
what I'm saying,
mad
what
with
the
the
fuck they want to do.
pansexuals, the people who just love people and they can be with a man or woman or trans or whatever, they don't care? And then you have people.
There's a thing called limits. You know what I'm saying? That's how AIDS gets spread. You know what I mean?
You please,
Limits.
It's called birth control or protection. We don't have to be spreading AIDS anymore. You know better.
It's called limits though. There's limits.
There are no limits. There's no limits to love.
Shit, that's the problem. Yes, there is.
There shouldn't be. With love, no. With hate, that's different.
When you were growing up, were you a tree hugger? Because that's what you sound like.
No, I definitely was
Like,
not. I definitely was
like
not a tree
TG was
hugger.
not a tree hugger.
I grew
you
up
know what
on
I'm
a
saying?
street. I definitely didn't even like grass. I thought it was disgusting that my white family
yo, you know
would
what?
walk barefoot in grass.
Yo, you know what? Because you know what I'm saying, you come across as a type that will be in Woodstock. You know what I'm saying, rolling around in the mud, talking about love and popping shrooms.
If at that time I was old enough, I probably would have. I've always felt that was my era. But I am not a hippie by any means. I just am a very open-minded person who's experienced a lot in her life and just has the ability to understand other perspectives.
Well, I see things a lot different, yo. Like you know
We
what?
all do.
And I
We
know,
all do. I respect people's the way people see things, but it also tells me more about that person with the
yeah.
way
You know
they
what?
see
See here,
things.
here's the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you're one of the people that got the COVID vaccines, weren't you? You
Of
know what I'm
course
saying?
I did.
They scared you to it. You know, I get
They
it.
didn't scare me. That's just what people
Bro, you gotta
do.
get that. You better get that shit straight, because
Let's
ain't
be,
nobody scared me the fuck
let's
neither.
be real. At this point, it's fucking stupid to be afraid to get this vaccine. Millions of people have gotten it. Unless you think there's a chance that you're allergic or something's going to happen or you have some condition, my best friend cannot get vaccinated. She cannot, because if she does, there's a chance she could go blind. That's not,
Yo,
if that's
yeah,
the case, I'm not fucking getting vaccinated. That's her case though. And I want to see my best friend. So I'm going to make sure that I protect myself too, so that I don't give her anything. Because everyone who's unvaccinated right now is just spreading the new variant to everyone else. And it's just going to keep going around and keep mutating and changing until it fucking kills more people. I don't know why
and it's
anyone
gonna
would
keep
take a
going
chance
around
to
till
die.
it's gonna keep going around till you have to go get another vaccine and another one.
We might have to get a booster if idiots
And
continue
another
to act
one,
like
and
it doesn't.
another one, and another
That's
one, and
science. That's
another
how it
one.
works. That's how human
You know,
biology
like,
works.
yo, the fact that, see, here's the thing, right? The fact that it took them 9 months just to come up with a vaccine, like, okay,
It did
we got a
not take
vaccine,
them 9
you know.
months to come up with the vaccine. Okay. I
Yo,
have to
I
do this.
delivered it.
I
No, you know
have
what? I'm
to
gonna,
do
I'm gonna have
this.
to do this to you because you know what?
No.
I was the one on the ground delivering the vaccine to Robert Wood
That
Johnson
doesn't mean
Hospital in New
shit.
Brunswick.
That doesn't
You know what
mean
I'm saying?
shit. You
And that was
delivering
in
vaccines
December. And that was in
delivering
December.
vaccines, let's be real. You delivering vaccines does not mean that you
You,
understand or have been in the research centers that have been working on coronavirus vaccines for years. Because if you didn't know, I can't say this word correctly, but the epidemiologists, or whatever the fuck their names are that do this, have known for quite some time that we're going to have viruses. Remember the H1N1, and we had the swan flu, and we've had other things. Those are coronaviruses that have come into play.
She said the swan flu.
Yeah, that's
right. Swine flu.
Swine flu. Right. Sorry.
Like the swan
and there
flu.
could have been a swan one too. Who knows? Flu? That's next year. Swan flu next year.
Yeah, that's next year.
Yo, you know what, man? Like,
this is what happens. No,
I do not trust.
Disgusting.
You know what I'm saying?
People are germy. They do not wash their hands. They touch everything. They put everything on they touch their faces. That is literally how germs spread. Kids
now, let me ask you
are germy for that reason.
Yo, you know what? Let me ask you a question.
What's
so,
that?
Do you believe? All right, now I'm gonna shoot something your way. Do you believe AIDS came out from, you know what I'm saying, some dude fucking a monkey?
What? No, I'm not.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question.
What does that have to do with
this?
No,
answer the question. No. I
need to know what it has
to do. Answer the question. I want to get there. Just answer the question.
I don't know. I have not put in enough attention or knowledge into the AIDS epidemic.
All right, you know
All
what?
I know is what went down during that time.
Now, you know what? Let me shed a little light here, right? Visna virus, sheep, Visna virus. If you look it up, it has the same characteristics as HIV. Now, look up, you know what I'm saying, bovine leukemia, right? You know, you mix them two together, boom, you got HIV and AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Certain things can be mixed, you know what I'm saying, spliced with each other, you know, and then they say it's an outbreak. You know, so
that just sounds like some cute conspiracy nonsense that you're talking.
Bro, look, yo, listen, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you know what? I like to really think, you know what I'm saying, look between, you know what I'm saying,
and I don't believe
the black and white area. And I sure as hell do not believe, I don't trust and do not believe that the government has our best interest. You know,
that's the issue right there. Is the trust issue.
It's a money grab.
Is the biggest issue we have right now of people of color, minorities, and those that live in fucking poverty, is that they think the government is always out to get them. And guess what? I understand why, because the government has never been
Tuskegee experiment.
I understand, and there has been a lot of
experiment that gave the men syphilis.
But this,
you know what I'm saying?
If they were trying to kill people, they would have never given us a vaccine. That would have been the fucking easiest way to get rid of us. Is not come up with any vaccine and continue to let it get worse until everyone dies. You think
I'm just going to get a vaccine? Yo, another thing, see, here's my thing with vaccines, right? And this is me. You know what I'm saying? My body's different.
Happened before, by the
way. My body is different, right? Every time I got the flu vaccine, right? Every time.
You got
sick. What I'm saying? Oh, like a fucking dog for 10 days.
Do you know why? Because they are giving you the flu virus. You understand that,
and
right?
you think I want to get the coronavirus, right?
They're not giving. That's a different virus. It's a different vaccination. It's an RNA vaccination.
Bro, you know what?
It is a protein. They're not giving you corona. That's stupid. We can't fight corona with corona. If that was the case, there wouldn't be a vaccine.
You know, you know what? Maybe you should listen to my doctor.
Well, your doctor's crazy and really should have his license pulled if he really feels that the vaccine is giving people corona. That's fucking stupid, and that's dangerous. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm talking about my doctor, Dr. Tito's.
Oh, well, that's different. Your Dr. Tito's is a hot mess. All he knows how to do is get you what? Job.
Yo, but you know what? He be sure as hell knocking the shit out of whatever virus I have in my body.
Big C, stop
you trying to bite the mic, bro?
I know, right?
You trying to bite the mic?
It looked like you were gonna like munch right into her. But let's not be let's just not be. I get it. It is your choice. If you feel that you're gonna have some kind of reaction, but guess what? Then Dubs the Dawn. Then you're gonna keep wearing a fucking mask, and you're gonna continue to keep your distance.
Who says I'm wearing a mask?
I don't want your fucking germs. Stay away.
I don't. Yo, you know what? The only time I'm wearing a mask is when I'm gonna rob you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I'm wearing a mask, yo. Like, he says I'm wearing a mask, yo. Like,
you guys need to watch that shit.
What?
Watch Heist on Netflix.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's just good. It's good. It's very interesting. It makes you want to rob banks and shit. That's besides the point.
Yeah, banging out with the FBI. Yeah, that'd be great. Like things to do on my bucket list. You know what I'm saying?
Rob the
Like
government.
hey, they were robbing us.
That's
Like
true. I mean, I'll be
why
down
not?
for that fight. Give me a gun, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm so in.
I get it. There is a lot of mistrust. I understand that. But this isn't just a United States thing. This is a worldwide thing. I think we keep forgetting that. Like other countries are also kind of like dealing with this shit. It's not just us. And the
Yeah,
variant that is out is
you know
killing
what?
people.
Yo, I kind of noticed that. You know what I'm saying? That ever since India got hit, I got them. You know what I'm saying? There hasn't been really that much scam likely calls.
Maybe they're all sick. Who knows? I mean, there are a lot of call places out there. It's not like even a joke.
Yo, you know what? To go off subject a little bit, I mess with my scam likely callers. Like sometimes though, like these dudes, they'll be like, talking about, what I'm saying, my car warranty and whatever. I'm like, yo,
Oh my
like
God, the car
it's
warranty.
either
Uh,
it's either that or like some Indian dude asking me for a loan, but his name happens to be Brad Smith. I'm like, bro, stop it. You sound like a Patel. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Stop it.
like you're
Like
definitely not Brad. Nobody called you
hell,
Brad.
hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? You better go somewhere with
Nobody.
that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? With that heavy ass Patel accent, man. Like,
Yeah,
no.
I always get car warranty. I also get Chinese messages, like someone literally speaking Chinese. And I also have messages of now, student loan forgiveness. That's the new
Yo, me
one.
too.
And I
And the
was
best
like,
one.
yo,
No, the best one is when they tell me my social security number has been suspended, right? Oh, I answer those, right?
what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, check this out. Like a couple
Hilarious.
days ago, right? I answered one, right? I'm like, hello, who's this? And he's like, oh yeah, like I just want to let you know that your, social security number suspended. I'm like, interesting. I'm like, can he's like, oh, what is your name? I was like, you call me, but I'll give you my name. Estebi, Estebi, right? So he's typing
What?
in the name. He's like, yeah. He's like, what's your last name? I said, Cho, Cho, right? And I gave him some like, some. I'm like, oh, he's like, my social security number is 153246666, right? He's like, yeah, it's been suspended. Like, I'm like, oh God, really? Like I was going along with him, right? I'm like, what do I do to like pay this off, right? He's like, if you can go to a speedway, get a card. I'm like, how about if you could, hold on a minute, if you could suck my dick, you stupid fuck. He was like, fuck you, buddy. He's like, you motherfucker. I'm like, yo, go suck the far out your mom's ass, you bitch.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you're scum.
You know,
People are
and you
horrible.
know what, and you know what though, like I feel bad for the people that they do scam,
Yeah,
because they be getting these old,
the
these elderly
elderly.
folks and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They did
so
look,
like
I lived with my grandparents, and the first few months that I lived here, we got a call supposedly from, because down here it's not PSC&G, it's Central
Central, yeah,
South or whatever. So
Central Power, New
apparently,
Jersey,
yeah, so
CPNJ,
like,
right? Yeah,
yeah, some shit like that. My grandmother's like, oh, they're saying we didn't pay our bill. And I'm like, what? And I get on the phone. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, yeah, but you're going to this if you don't pay this much, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so like, what's the number that I could call you back on to be able to do this? And he gave me a number, and I hung up with him, whatever. And I called the actual place, and I was like, do they owe you any money? And they're like, no, that was a scam. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I didn't like freak out and pay them. And that's how I learned too. I was like, oh, that's how they do their thing. Okay. So I'm like glad
yo, you know
because
what?
they call my grandparents all the time. So many different people. Because
Like,
it's
yo,
like
you know
they
what?
know.
They always pulling some dumb shit. Always, always. right? You know what? I wonder, right? Because I remember I was working for this place, right? I mean, you could look them up. They were like fraudulent. So I was working in the call center. I was like, I just came home from the army. I needed a job. I'm working in this call center, and it's for Norvirgins. I'll never forget the name, right? Where like I didn't believe what I was selling. He was like,
Right.
yeah, he was selling a matrix box that like it it speeds up everything. Like, yo, it was a big lumpy box, right? That did
Mm,
absolutely nothing. Come to find out that there was a federal lawsuit against, the owners of that company.
wow.
And they went to jail for it because it was
Yeah.
fraudulent. I was working at 550 Broad Street in Newark, right? I took the train, the train every day, right? Went to work every day. Got on the call center every day, made some sales, yo. Everything was commission based, yo. Like there was one time I had like a $1,400 check after taxes, right? Not bad for a kid in his 20s. I'm like, yo, I could do this
Yeah.
forever. Like, and the first thing I go do with my money is go buy weed. I'm getting some weed, and like we were just, doing these things, and I'm like, yo, you know what? What happens if I'm like ripping off these mom and pop stores? You know what I'm saying? How would that, what I'm saying? How would that like feel on my conscience? Like what happens if these things don't work?
Right.
Right? Like, but like I'm young, so the money was coming in. I was
Right.
averaging between $1,200 to $1,400 a week,
Damn.
right? The money was coming in, like I was making a lot of sales and stuff. So I go into work one day, right? And one week I underperformed and they fired me
What?
just for 1 week. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they threw me off, you know what I mean? Like they're like, yeah, it was on a Friday, right? They're like, yeah, I was like, all right, I'll see you Monday. They're like, yeah, don't bother coming back. I'm like, what? Like, we have to let you go with sales. I'm like, huh? For a month straight, like, like,
Yeah.
yeah, so my last check was $800.
Damn.
So I was like, hmm. I took it for what it is or whatever. And I was mad a little bit, right? And I was like, yo, I hope this country goes, I hope this company goes belly up. 3 months later, 3 months later, right? 3 months later, I'm watching News 12, Hands in
Yeah.
Pants or whatever, Al Bundy style. I'm watching News 12, and this company comes up about some fraudulent things.
Oh
Every
shit.
part of it. I was like, yo, I used to work there, yo.
Oh my god. That's
I was like,
crazy.
yo, I used to completely work there, yo. Business suit and all, yo. Like, not business suit, but like,
Yeah.
casual. Like,
No,
I
you
did
went
thug
into
it out.
work. You were working for time there, and like that's crazy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking it up right now. It says Norvirgin's judgment eliminates $47 million of customer debt owed.
Damn.
Yo, I worked for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was working for these people that, was fraudulent. Like, it was brothers Thomas and Peter Salzano, right?
Wow.
And it was a fraudulent telecommunication service, devices, and related products of small business with little tech savvy. In its 3 years existence, Norvirgins hired 1,800 sales and other employees and had revenues of 143 million. Not
Wow.
bad in the 2000s, yo. They went back to
Mm-hmm.
2004, right? Yeah, it's a matrix thing, right? So, yo, you know what? The box that I was selling, right? Come to think of it, is like how, what I'm saying? Like they claimed that the matrix had algorithms create. Yo, and I used to say this word for word too.
Oh my god.
Algorithms create the most efficient use of T1 loops ever. I didn't understand what the hell I was saying. It just sounded good, right? I'm reading right now, so excuse me if I have my head down. But the box was full of functional ATM and Vote ATM connected to an ATM T1 normally. It has been accused of being nothing more than a firewall and a router that could not provide internet access or save on phone calls. And yo, I used to lie to these people. I used to really lie to these people. So you know what? Like, I basically, it was a Ponzi scheme, yo. They got that off, yo. They really did.
How long were they around for?
They were around for 3 years, yo.
Wow.
3 years. But to make 143 million in 3 years, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is.
And like, you know what? And they wasn't paying hourly. They were paying by commission.
Yeah.
So
like you had to earn the money.
Yeah, so like by 4 o'clock, like we were done. You know what I'm saying? It was an 8 to 4 job. By 4 o'clock, we were done. I was on my, you know what I'm saying? I either took New Jersey Transit or took the bus down to Penn Station in Newark and took the path and went home. On Fridays, I used to chill, like, I would chill with like some of my coworkers at the bar, drinking a little bit, then I'll go home. Because you know what? Newark after a certain time is a little shady. Like,
oh, I actually worked next to that building.
What, 550?
I worked at 500 Broad Street. I worked at, it's actually a government building on the corner there that does housing and all that other stuff. They actually have a bunch. And we were on the second floor. And I worked for Big Brothers Big Sisters there, actually. So like I know what you're saying. Like parking, I had my car broken into. They stole like all of my change. It was crackheads. That's would be around there. There was always homeless people.
Right next to the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
At the time.
That's where it's
and then at the time they had that spot, the Lincoln Motel, that they shut down because of like all the prostitution, the crack addicts over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, you know what?
It changed a lot downtown, though. They've cleaned it up a lot.
You know what? But... You know what? I remember I was working for Cablevision, right next to the Prudential building.
Yeah.
And I came outside for lunch, right? And I'm walking with this girl, and we're going across the street to there was like a barbecue rib chicken spot, right? I was going to, I was in the mood for like grilled chicken breast and the baked potatoes that they got. So we walking, and like we had like a little scuffle, and I looked, and I seen some dude get shot. And this is broad daylight, and in downtown Newark, this is broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Like my man just pulled out and started shooting at the bus stop.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like you know what? Like Broad is right here. Like Broad is right here. Mark is over here, and there was a bus stop over there.
Right.
So. But you know what? Back then in downtown Newark, right? My boys and I used to go shopping in downtown, like clothes shopping.
Yeah.
And like there was a foot action, and then there was a police booth, and there was a cop that was usually there, usually. And all you would hear is, "Yo, I got that pep, 2 for 5, 2 for 5." So like me and my boys would look at each other like, "Yo, that's just a setup, yo." You know what I'm saying? The boys are right there, and this dude is, like this dude is like literally saying he got weed on him, 2 for 5.
Yeah, right.
And the boys is right there. So like I'm like, nah, bro. And he was like, "Yo, I got that, yo." I'm like, "Yo, let's take a walk real quick." So like we will walk, whatever. I'm like, "Yo, you ain't the boys or nothing, right?" He's like, "Them niggas don't care. They're looking for murderers." I'm like, good point. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, touche, good point. So I'll cop that shit, right? And me and my boys will go to this like little cigar shop that was across the street where the Prudential Center is at now. And We'll go cop some cigars, right? We'll walk past the cop. And then, like, as teenagers, we're like, yo, the arcade is right there. But we knew better not to stay in that arcade too long because you know what? This is, what I'm saying? This is the brick city we're talking about. This is Newark that we're talking about. So, so like we'll play like a game or two, right? And be out. Because, Newark, like,
Yeah.
And that's why. So we'll be out. By the time we got down to Penn Station, we already smoked. And on our way back to Hudson County and shit. But yeah, man, like like for those that's that's not too familiar, like people think of New Jersey and be like, oh, they just sandwich between New York and Philly. Yeah, but we got a lot of rough.
There's some ugly parts.
Yo, you know what? You know what? From all the way down south to Patterson, there's some ugly parts, yo. Like, and I can name them.
Yeah, there's a list of like the top 10 like worst cities
and Jersey towns. Yo, some of Jersey towns like in there.
There's some, like ones
like
that are
Camden,
like down south or like Burlington County. Like there's some like weird.
Bridgeton.
Yes, that one. That's like one of the worst apparently.
Yo, it's Bridgeton. It's all right. You know what? If I'm correct, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I would say Salem, New Jersey, Salem County. Like they every now and then they shoot. Bridgeton, they I don't know what's their problem. Vineland is not all that great either. Camden, obviously.
Camden, Newark, Irvington. Some people put Irvington on the list, which is right next to Newark, so it's like
definitely East Orange, Orange,
or whatever.
Orange, East Orange. Like West Orange is okay. South Orange is like ritzy. No, I think it's West Orange.
West Orange is the one that's ritzy. Yeah.
What was that?
West Orange is the one that's.
What was that?
West Orange.
Yeah.
That was the one. You're right. It was the bougie town.
Like bougie. Who else, yo? Then you got Passaic.
There's a lot of places. There's just if unfortunately
Atlantic City.
Really wherever it's really poor, that's where you're gonna have the most problems. Atlantic City is so shitty. I don't think people realize how
you know what? A lot of people don't realize it until like you're actually like trying to get to the casinos, man. Like to get to the casinos, man, like you got to really drive through the hood. And
yeah, but the thing is, you don't realize it. A lot of people wouldn't realize that. Like, it's hard. I don't know how to explain it, but like when I would drive there, I didn't even know. In the beginning, I was just like, what? Until I stayed at a casino and like we were trying to find, places to eat or whatever. And I was like looking shit up. But like there were some places there were like real dive bars, but they were like the food was good and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's a dive bar and where it is, so you're kind of like, yeah, we're not going to stay here too long, like there are like you see it and you will see people. You'll see homeless people. It's not like they're not around. So
you know what, like every time I went down there, I always stood at Harris, always, and that's off the strip. So we had to drive through the hood just to get to the strip, So, so like it's weird because like there's cops all around like a 8-block radius where the casinos are at and where the beach is at and all that extra stuff, right? But then like you go a block off that strip and it's just it's just what I mean, like
it's poor. It's a poor city. You think with casinos
you know what?
and shit, they'd have money, but they do not.
You know what? There's an area in Atlantic City that I was specifically told to stay away from. And I think it's called Back Maryland, right? I guess it's on Maryland Ave or something. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I don't know, but yeah, but like I was told to don't ever go there even during the daytime. Like maybe,
Damn.
but you know what, you know what, some locals may what I'm saying, exaggerate, but I'm just gonna go by their word. Like
Right.
like look, you know what, being what I'm saying, being from like the New York metro area, like some saying certain places not to go to after a certain time,
Mhm.
right? Like for instance, Irvington, you don't want to be there after a certain time. You know, East Orange, you don't want to roll through there after a certain time. Yo, but you know what? Speaking of East Orange, right? There's, what I'm saying, like I work in Bloomfield, New Jersey,
Mhm.
and East Orange is down the block, right? So I'm working and I'm driving through, and it says welcome to East Orange, right? But it's all these tree-lined houses, right? Like, yo, big trees, like it looked like Staten Island. Like it looked like someplace like a Long Island or something, with all these like nice houses and stuff, right? And and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, it's the first time I actually like took notice to the streets, what I'm saying, to the top, the sign where it says welcome to East Orange. So I was like, wait a minute, this ain't the East Orange that Naughty by Nature be rapping about. Like I said, this is not it. Right? you know you I'm trying to head on to the parkway, whatever, and I'm like, yo, this is not it, right? But when I'm going home and I'm trying to jump on 280, right, and I pass
Love
that little,
280.
yeah, and I pass that little, good area, whatever, and I drive through like, East Orange. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely the East Orange that Northern by Nature was talking about, yo. Like this is it right here, like,
Yeah, there's parts. There are
like,
different parts that you could tell. You're like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to come
yeah,
here alone at night. That's for sure.
and yo, you know what? When I was living out in Newark, right, I lived on Mount Prospect Ave, right. So like Mount Prospect Ave is a funny street because like on one side, no lie, like like on one side, right, it's the street sign itself, it says Forest Hills, right? Forest Hills, like the affluent area of Newark, right?
Hmm.
So it says, it says Forest Hills, right, on one side, right? Then like, and you look up the block, and like you can actually like look up the block and you see the houses and all the trees or whatever, and birds chirping and stuff, right? So then the other side of Mount Prospect Ave, you look down the hill, you see Bleak and Despair, and what I'm saying, Section 8,
No,
right, in depression, yo.
it's
Like
sad.
yo, like yo, you know what, Mount, what I'm saying, Mount Prospect Ave in North Newark is like that dividing line. That's my opinion. Like that's my opinion. Like, but especially like where I was at, what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
where I was at, on Mount Prospect Ave is like, like one side was like, all like tree, cut grass and all that stuff. Down the block was like, despair and, what I'm saying,
Empty
decrepit apartment
houses
buildings.
with fucking wood
A
put
lot
up
of
on the windows and
a lot of bandos.
yep, a lot, a lot. Like
A
I think
lot.
that's what makes it sad when I would drive around there. It's like, why would anyone give a shit about this community when like that's what the community looks like and that's how people are being treated and like nobody's trying to better anything there.
Yo, you know what? I really think that, when they started, knocking down the high-rise public housing, right, and you spread the people from public housing into the neighborhoods and integrated them, that's when things really got worse. Because
Yeah,
like,
but you can't just integrate
because
people and not and social economically they're not even there. So that's the problem. Like it's the same thing with Hoboken. Hoboken so badly wanted to knock down all those projects so that they can put all
they
those
won't
luxury
though,
buildings in, and they won't. They can't. But did you see
because
what they did do? They up to the
no,
very right
you know
next
what?
to it.
I should know because I grew up in that town. First off, they burned everybody out. I just want to say that. What I'm saying, they burned everybody out. Like, I mean, look it up. From the 70s all the way to the early 90s, man, they were burning everybody out. And what made it worse, right, is that the houses down in Hoboken was not like the houses up in New York City or West
No,
New
not
York.
at all. They're more like brownstones there.
No, you know what it is? If you look at the housing stock in Philly and Baltimore, that's what Hoboken is, yo. The whole city was row houses. So like on a nice winter night, if one house went, best believe half the block went with it. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? And like Corleone and I, like we lost a lot of classmates, you know,
Wow.
whether they were homeless, and they couldn't come back, or they just didn't make it out the fire alive. Like, we lost a lot of classmates because, you know,
Wow.
politics,
Yeah.
you know, and what Hoboken is now, you know, it's like a utopia for like all these hipsters and these Wall Street execs and
Yuppies.
stuff. Yeah,
The
like let's talk
yuppies.
about them too.
It's
Like
literally Hoboken
for the
is a
privilege.
phase. Hoboken is a phase of the yuppie life. They live there while they work in the city because it's cheaper to live there with roommates and all the bars and all the places to eat. And so it's convenient. And then usually they fall in love, get married. And once there's a kid involved, people usually move out of Hoboken. Like it's this constant thing. And then there are people who are there who grew up and live in Hoboken and have been there forever. So you got both of those people. I had hung out in Hoboken a lot, way more than I'd like to admit, and
The
a
only
lot
thing that's
of
good about
drinking.
the only thing that's good about Hoboken, to be honest, at this point, is that you can actually go to the pier, right, and blend in with the crowd and sit in the cut, and the cops won't mess with you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
as opposed to like 20 years ago when we used to go sit in the cut, and they knew we were there, and they would come, you know what I'm saying, half the precinct out just
yeah.
for a
That's
bag of weed.
ridiculous.
Like
Yeah, that's
just for a
ridiculous.
bag, like like these cops were bored, right? And I used to tell them, I'm like, I'm like, what? Slow crime day? Yo, yo. I remember Hoboken formed the gang unit. I was like, ain't no gangs out here, bro. I'm like, you niggas are overdoing it, yo. Like, yo, you know what?
I mean,
Like,
but you guys, like, even back there in the projects are very close to Jersey City, even though that is Jersey City Heights up there. But, like, I don't know. Hoboken's like in a weird spot too. I feel it's in a good spot considering like where it is across from the city and commuting because you guys have the path and the trains
the
that
light
go through
rail,
there. Yeah.
got the
Well, now
light rail.
the
But
light
see,
rail.
but
That's
see, here's the thing, right? What people don't understand, and you know what, I understand it now. Like the reason why they were rushing to knock down all those buildings at the west side of town next to the projects is because they knew the light rail was coming. They knew the light
and
rail was coming beforehand. You know
hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And they knew that
They
people from
they
here were
knew,
gonna come here.
they knew
My bad,
Conway.
yo. I
They,
apologize.
Bastard.
yo,
Oh my
bro, did you spray the bathroom, bro?
I wasn't in the bathroom. Yo,
Did you at
Yo,
least
yo,
light a
yo,
candle?
I'll
yo,
explain what I'll
yo,
explain exactly
yo,
what
Yeah, I
happened
know.
after
yo,
we're done here.
All right,
hold on. Before you even talk, right? If you notice that the vein subsiding on his forehead, right? There's a vein subsiding on his
Oh,
forehead,
excuse me.
right?
Hold on. I'm gonna mute
And
myself.
he's not, you know what, what I'm saying, he's not profusely sweating, but you know what I'm saying, his face looks a little too dry. You know what I'm saying? You know he was in the bathroom like humming. Oh, I'm just playing, bro.
He's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, you know what? We're talking about what Hoboken, you know what I'm saying, used to be like to what it is now.
Oh,
Just like the
okay.
changes that, well, a lot of places, because we were talking about like shitty places in Jersey too, and just it has changed. Like, there's a lot of people actually from New York and up North Jersey now buying houses down here. Like, the market is crazy down the shore. Houses are listed and they're bought in days. It's insane.
Yo, but you know what the thing is though? See, here's my thing about living down the shore. Come wintertime when we get these little nor'easters that come through, the cities and you know what I'm saying, inland gets hit with the snow. You guys get hit with the rain and beach erosion and flooding.
We
Like,
we
I
get,
don't.
it depends where you live. Like, it depends which town it is, but yes, we get a lot of thunderstorms and rain versus like snow. When it would snow, you guys would get all the snow, and we would get like a dusting, and 2 hours later it was gone. It was really disappointing. It doesn't really snow a lot here because of the ocean, but
Exactly.
rain,
But you know what
oh,
though?
we get the rain.
But you know what though? In that beach erosion too,
If
like
you
yo,
live
you know
really
what?
close to the beach,
If
yeah, I mean,
you
that's
you know
inevitable.
what? You know what, yo, like I remember I went to Seaside before Sandy, right? And the beach, look at my hand, right? The beach,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? When you walked into the water, you used to gradually go in. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? Like now, it's like boom. Then you walk up
Yeah,
a hill, then you
that's
dip again.
that's
And
crazy.
like and like what makes it worse is during high tide. Like yo, you know what? Sandy really, you know what I'm saying, did a number on Seaside and like most of the Jersey Shore. That's the
Well,
reason why like yo, that's the reason why I go to Wildwood. Because like in Wildwood, you just walk straight, then you gradually dip,
right,
you
right.
know.
I mean,
And
they
besides
had
that,
to. They had to
the
do
beach is
that to
free. You know what I'm
protect them.
saying? The beach is free. The
Yeah, I
beach is
think
free down in Wildwood.
it's stupid. I think it's stupid that they charge. I think Jersey is like the only state that does that too, that charges for their beaches. Because in New York, you don't.
Virginia Beach don't do that shit either.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't.
Hold on,
I think,
hold on. Ocean City, Maryland, do that?
No,
Nah, right?
you don't pay in Ocean City. No.
see, I think New Jersey might be the only one that does stupid shit like this. Because we gotta tax everything. Gotta make
Yo, you
money.
know what's funny? You know what's funny? The only reason why like New Jersey has like low gas, like, you know what I'm saying, low gas prices as compared to the other rest of the nations, because like we have like so much storage bins of oil along 1 and 9. Not that many people know that. You know,
Oh,
like
I know that.
not that many people know that though. I think it's based the raw way or something like that. You know, so like there's like nothing but you know what I'm saying, like a or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call it a
Yeah.
surplus. I'm gonna call it something though. It's oil, whatever, right? So that's the reason why, like, you know, when California is like $4 a gallon, we just here stuck at 3. You know,
Yeah.
like when gas is like 250.
Well, yeah, it's
You
all about
know,
accessibility. You're gonna pay more
yeah, you know.
if they have
But
to
yo,
bring
you know
it
what?
further away.
That is the only thing. That is the only thing that we're paying that's low. Insurance is high. Property taxes is high. Um, did I say car insurance is high? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you live in Hudson County, yo. You live in Hudson County with, you know, with
Yeah,
car
but
insurance,
that's because of accidents and stolen cars.
yo, same thing. Yo, you know what? Same thing in Newark. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like Hudson and Essex County, right? If you live in those two counties just alone, you're paying an arm and a leg and car insurance.
You know, my car insurance down here I thought was going to be a lot cheaper, and it isn't because there's so many car accidents here. And I mean, when I say there's a lot of car accidents here, like it's not even a joke. I can't tell you how many pictures I've seen of cars in houses, going into houses, into fucking people's houses down here. I don't know
Oh,
what's going on.
and another thing too. Have you ever heard of a deer? You know what I'm saying? Just strolling on by an I-80 next to the bridge.
Yes, deer are
Yo,
actually like more
Bambi
where
is
they're not
brave.
supposed to be. Yeah, because they're being
Bambi.
pushed out of where they live and they're going closer to the highways. They should make those that they have in, I forgot where. I don't know if it's another country, but it's like an overpass and it's just grass and stuff so the animals could get across the highway and then there's less dead animals.
That's smart.
Cuz like
Yo,
they're
yo,
trying to
yo, you know
get
what?
to food and stuff, like they don't have a choice and they take their chances, which is fucking crazy.
Yo, they sure do. Like last week, right? I'm here driving, going to the Bronx, and all of a sudden, like I see Bambi and and her mate, what I'm saying, just like sneak on the I-80. I'm like, yo, what I'm saying, like I'm next to Englewood, and I'm like, yo, y'all really brave, yo, and they went right through, and they hopped right through. Like, what? I slammed my brakes, man. Like, I'm not hitting no deer.
They'll damage your car more than you'll damage them. They're big.
Like
deer are heavy and they do damage. My grandparents hit a deer. They had to replace the whole hood of the car. And they're lucky that was the damage that they got, because I've seen worse. I've seen cars get totaled. It's crazy.
And the thing is, insurance don't pay for that. You have to pay for it.
Damn, it's gonna be 2 a.m. already. It's crazy.
Oh, you know what? It's time for me. Yo, I gotta go to work. Like I actually got like a little long day ahead of me tomorrow.
We got like too involved in our little conversation.
Yeah, my bad. I had to handle something.
That's all good.
I'll
explain to y'all after.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, we just gonna crack jokes. I'm gonna say this. Had to handle something. Handle.
Just don't. When I end the stream, don't hang up. Just hold on.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Anyway.
Let's cut it.
Yeah. This is Big Coleon.
Yeah, this is Dubs It Down.
And that's TG.
T-Love.
Yes, T-Love. All right, no more TG. T-Love. All right. This is another episode of This My Heard podcast. Thank you for listening, whoever listened. And we're out. We'll be back in about 2 weeks. We'll be good.
Probably next week. You know what I'm saying? What might surprise y'all doing next week? Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what's up.
All right.
So with that being said, always keep in mind that at some point,
this might hurt. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm out. We're out. Later.
Bye.
Later.